Hey everybody, welcome to Cibolo, Texas, and let me tell you, this is a community that truly represents the best of both worlds. I've been helping families find their dream homes here for years, and Cibolo consistently stands out as a perfect blend of small town charm with big city conveniences. What makes this place special is how it's managed incredible growth while maintaining its identity as a safe, family-friendly community where most of the neighbors still know each other's names. Right behind me is the Cibolo Universal City ISD building. If you want to have some fun, say SCUC ISD 3 times fast. Now, if you're moving to the Cibolo area and you have children, let's talk about what's important to you, right? Education. Now, I hear from parents all the time that they're frustrated with their school options in the San Antonio area, and I completely understand why. While many districts are struggling, the Cibolo Universal City ISD is consistently ranking as one of the top districts in the state. Now, the Cibolo Universal City ISD is consistently ranked among the top school districts in the San Antonio region, holding a number 1 spot in Guadalupe County and ranking 132nd statewide out of nearly 900 districts. That's just not good, that's exceptional. Here's what really sets this district apart. They're achieving 96.3 graduation rate, with far exceeding the state average. The average SAT score of 1,007 and ACT score of 21.1 show that the students aren't just graduating, they're prepared for success in college. When you compare this to the struggles that many of San Antonio schools are facing, with some receiving D and F ratings, the choice becomes clearer. What I love telling families is that within this excellent district, students have access to quality education from elementary school through high school, with options like Byron Pre-Still High School, with students consistently praised for their supportive environment and college preparation programs. Now, it is a big school. It does have some big school problems, but not to the level that they have in San Antonio. And if you are coming here, if you're looking to the San Antonio area for a place that your child is going to be playing football and they have that skill to go to the next level, let me share this with you. There have been 5 professional athletes from this football program that have made it to the pros. Malcolm Brown, a running back who played in the NFL for teams like the Rams, Dolphins, and Saints. Caden Stearns, a safety drafted in 2021, played for the Denver Broncos and briefly on a couple other NFL practice squads. Jalen Jones, cornerback for the Indianapolis Colts, drafted in 2023. Antoine Wesley, a wide receiver who signed professionally on the practice squad in several NFL teams. And Tommy and Armstrong Jr. He played in the indoor pro football leagues, such as the National Arena League, after college. So they have a very well-developed program here. One of my clients' daughter's boyfriend got picked up by Rice for their quarterback. So there's just a lot of skills here. So if you have a child that's big into football and they got the skills and you want them developed and honed, this might be the best option for you. Now, behind me is the Cibolo Police Department. Now, safety isn't something that you should have to worry about here in Cibolo, and you won't. Crime statistics here are generally impressive, and they tell a story that even parents want to hear. Cibolo's overall crime rate is 65.1% lower than the Texas state average and 59.9% lower than the national average. So let me put that in perspective for you. While San Antonio struggles with crime rates that are 49% higher than the Texas average, Cibolo residents enjoy a community where violent crime is 70.9% below the national average. Now, your chance of becoming a victim of a violent crime in Cibolo is just 1 in 606, compared to San Antonio, where it's 1 in 144. The property crime rate tells an equally compelling story, sitting at 57.8% lower than the national average. Now, what does this mean for your daily life? It means children can ride bikes in the neighborhood, families can take evening walks, and you can go to bed at night without worrying about your safety. Cibolo has been recognized multiple times as one of America's top 100 safest cities, and when you visit, you'll understand why immediately. I mean, they even have Amazon drop boxes here, so you can do your Amazon here, and it's even a safe space where if you're finding something on Marketplace, then you can meet people here. It's a designated safe space. It's really cool. Location matters tremendously in real estate, and Cibolo has won the geography lottery. Strategically positioned on both Interstate I-10 and Interstate 35 corridors, you're just 23 miles northeast of downtown San Antonio and about 60 miles southwest of Austin. This puts you at the heart of the Texas Triangle, giving you access to two of the state's major economic centers. The economic growth here is really growing very well. We're averaging about 1,200 new residents a year. The economy is booming. We've got a new H-E-B. We have a Walmart Supercenter. They've added a couple of emergency clinics. One of them's pretty big. There's just a lot of growth coming here to Cibolo. One of the biggest recent wins was landing Aisin, Texas, a Japanese automotive transmission manufacturer that's investing $400 million in a new facility and creating 900 high-paying jobs. This follows the establishment of Independent Rough Terrain, a major heavy logistics company that's already calling Cibolo home. Now, Aisin is building transmissions to help support the Toyota manufacturing plant in San Antonio. The city's Economic Development Corporation has been strategic about this growth, focusing not just on bringing in jobs and houses, but enhancing the quality of life here. They've invested in a new YMCA community center, extensive walking and biking trails. They've even invested in a sports complex for the youth and a miracle field that's not only just good for those with special needs, but also for disabled veterans. They've even brought in an 87,000 square foot entertainment complex with movies and bowling and laser tag and restaurants and a bar. It's just insane, all the things that you can now do here in Cibolo. So one of the unique advantages of Cibolo is its position spanning between both Bexar and Guadalupe counties. It isn't just geographical curiosity. It provides real benefits to residents in terms of taxation and services. The city has been thoughtful about maintaining low property taxes while still providing exceptional services. You'll find state-of-the-art utilities, well-maintained roads, responsive emergency services, and access to the outstanding educational facilities that we've discussed. In effect, it's just a local government that delivers results without breaking your budget. The location, it also gives you a choice depending on which part of Cibolo you choose to call home. You'll have the different county services and tax structures, allowing you to find the option that works best for you. Now, the downtown area is experiencing organic growth led by local entrepreneurs who are creating unique businesses and gathering places. This is the kind of development that builds character and community rather than just adding more chain stores. Now, City of Cibolo, they're doing revitalization of the downtown area. So here we are in old downtown Cibolo, and we still have Harmon's Barbecue, which has been here for decades. You can get your watch repaired. You can even get a haircut here downtown. You've got your local insurance agent, R. Tackett over there, owned by Ryan Tackett, another barbershop as well. If you love sunrises, you will never find a better place to look at sunrises than in Cibolo. If you love watching trains, you can sit right here in the courtyard, just sit back, relax, and watch as the trains come by as they have for hundreds of years. Here on Main Street, they do a lot of festivities that they've done for decades. They'll shut down Main Street for Christmas, where Santa will make a special appearance here. They'll shut it down for their biggest event called Cibolo Fest, where hundreds of vendors will come out. Tens of thousands of people, not even people from Cibolo, will come out and just enjoy the atmosphere, the carnival rides, the vendors, the food, the atmosphere. It's really nice. If you like pizza, Catalano's Pizza has been here for decades as well. Now down here on Main Street, they are bringing in some finer foods as well. So you have 1907, you have the Kindling, you have the Rooted Fork as well. So those are more of a premier type dining atmosphere. So if you're looking for a nice sit down meal, either inside or outside, it's a perfect place for that. So from behind me, you've got the Kindling, you've got 1907, and you have the Rooted Fork right here. So just you've got plenty of parking here in Cibolo too. You've got 2 parking spots, one on each side of the train, and there's the restaurants have their own parking as well. So there's just a lot of places to come to here just downtown and enjoy the atmosphere, bring the family down here, just hang out with you and your friends. There's so much to do. Now right behind me is the Old Main. The Old Main is a bar, and they'll lift the doors up on nice nights, and every time the train horn blows, they do drink specials. They have a great atmosphere in the back. They'll bring in bands. It's just a really cool place to come to at night and just unwind and relax with friends. Now if you like boutique shops, the Mill is a great place to come and check out as well. They have a place called the Scoop, so you can get your ice cream. It's just a little mercantile shop. They've done a lot of building realization around here. So Cibolo used to be a big hub for agriculture and freight. And so they've got all these old buildings that they're just repurposing and bringing new life into them. Cibolo, it's rapidly growing. There's about 35,000 people that call Cibolo home now. When I first moved to Cibolo, it was about 25,000. And that was in 2007. So it's steadily growing. It's growing a little bit faster now as more of San Antonians want to come out to the suburbs, and as people move to San Antonio, they prefer the suburbs over San Antonio, and there's no question why. It's just a no-brainer. It makes sense. Going back to talking about some of the revitalization they're doing downtown, so this building right here, it used to be the way station. So Cibolo was known really for its agricultural products, especially cotton out here. And so they have all the way stations out here, and the old warehouses and stuff are still here in existence. Another cool fact about Cibolo is the old Spanish Trail came through here. So there's a lot of historical significance with that here in Cibolo as well. Now, one of the things I love about Cibolo is that Cibolo has an incredible variety of homes available. Whether you're a young professional just starting out, a growing family looking for that perfect neighborhood, or someone just seeking luxury living with space to breathe, Cibolo delivers on all of that. So for those of you looking at the current market, the median home price is sitting around $347,928. And here's the exciting part. Prices have remained relatively stable, with some areas seeing modest decreases that favor buyers. We're in what I'd call a neutral to buyer-friendly market, which means you have the negotiating power and time to find exactly what you want. The variety of housing options is remarkable here in Cibolo. You'll find everything from affordable starter homes to luxury properties with acreage. Many of the newer developments offer that perfect suburban feel, with master plan communities featuring amenities like pools, playgrounds, and walking trails. For those of you who prefer the convenience of apartment living, Cibolo offers modern complexes with resort-style amenities. And if you're dreaming of something a little bit more spacious, there are opportunities for custom homes on larger lots that give you the rural Texas feel by keeping you connected to all the modern conveniences. For families that are looking for luxury options, some of the newer developments have houses that offer 3-car garages, premium finish outs. The area also provides access to resort-style living with proximity to recreational areas and lakes for those that love outdoor activities. Now, just a shameless plug, if you love this fantastic home that's sitting here behind me, it is phenomenal inside, and it will be coming to the market in September. It's one of my upcoming listings, so just a shameless plug there about luxury living. Behind me is one of the newest additions to Cibolo. It is Brooks at Cibolo. So senior living options are also excellent here, with communities like the Brooks of Cibolo offering everything from independent living to memory care, all designed with the comfort and dignity of older adults in mind. In Cibolo, they have 3 fire departments. Station number 2 is right here. It is right in front of Veterans Park. Veteran Park is one of many parks here in Cibolo, but it's one of the 2 most popular, Slather Park being the other. Speaking about Slather, right over here is Slather Intermediate School. So you have Slather Intermediate School, a couple elementary schools, and you have Still High School. Now, let's talk about value, because that's what smart families and smart people are really looking for. Cibolo's cost of living index sits at 83, making it 17% more affordable than the average U.S. city. Even better, it's more affordable than the Texas average, which means your dollar goes further here than in most places. And a good example is here at Santikos. At Santikos, on Mondays, they have First Responder and Military Mondays. And you get a $5 ticket for you and your family. You get $5 popcorn and a $5 soda. So it really helps make that dollar spread a little bit more here. Now we're out here by Santikos. Santikos movie theater is right there. I-35 is right here. So they've done a lot of development here. You've got Willie's Ice House over here. This is a great place to eat. You got Perry's Pizza and Wings over here. It's a great place to eat. You got Dunkin' Donuts down at the end with a bunch of outdoor entertaining area, kind of like this. There's just a lot of stuff coming here to the Cibolo area to just help bring up the quality of life. Now, housing costs are 33% below the national average. Utilities run about 6% less than the national average, and groceries are 11% below the national average. When you compare it to San Antonio, where the average rent is $1,279 a month and home prices are about $357,072, Cibolo offers better value and safer neighborhoods with superior schools. The median home price in Cibolo is just around $347,928, and that gets you a lot of house, better schools, safer neighborhoods, and a stronger sense of community than you'd find comparable prices to in San Antonio proper. You're not just buying a house, you're investing in a lifestyle that prioritizes what matters most to families. For families, the Economic Policy Institute estimates that the family of four can live comfortably in the area with a household income of $91,111, which is quite reasonable given the quality of life and opportunity available. The city has a notable veteran population, which brings a strong sense of service and community pride. Many of these veterans have lived all over the country and the world, and they've just chosen Cibolo as a place to call home. And that tells something significant about the quality of life here in Cibolo. Behind me is the Cibolo Grange. Now, the Grange, they do a lot of community activities. They even host a farmer's market. They even do, because we have a strong military presence here, they even do or host PTSD counseling sessions as well. And then right behind that is the Marianne Dolford Learning Center. This used to be the Wiederstein Elementary campus, and going back into repurposing buildings, they've repurposed this as they've outgrown it and turned it into a community learning resource center. If you like to bowl, they even have their own bowling club here. And out here on the third Saturday of the month, they have a bazaar. So there's a lot of activity things to do around here. So Cibolo is still a small town, just got a really big heart and it's still growing. But there's only a couple real big streets through here. So you've got Cibolo Valley Drive, which is right over here, and it runs from 35 all the way into downtown. Then you have FM 1103 that runs from 35 and goes to FM 78, kind of cutting through downtown. It cuts across Cibolo Valley Drive. Then you have FM 78, which runs from east to west and cuts that way through Cibolo. And then you have I-10, but to get to I-10, you do have to go through Marion or Schertz to get to I-10. I'm talking about revitalization of old buildings. Behind me is a City Hall annex. It used to be an elementary school and remained vacant for quite a while. The police department would use it for active shooter training, but other than that, it was relatively abandoned. But now they've just expanded as the city has expanded and taken over and revitalized old properties. Now, the city leadership has been strategic about infrastructure development, ensuring that the roads, utilities, and services keep pace with population growth. The new developments that I mentioned earlier in the sports complex, the entertainment center, and expanded trail systems aren't just amenities, they're investments into the community's future. Now, the transportation infrastructure here is excellent. We're poised right between I-35 and I-10. Plus, we have public transportation through the Alamo Regional Transit that connects Cibolo to the broader San Antonio areas. For professionals who work in San Antonio or Austin, the commute is manageable while allowing you to come home to peaceful, family-friendly environments. What really sets Cibolo apart is the sense of community. This is still a place where neighbors, a lot of them still know each other's name, where local veterans are honored and supported, and where families can find their place in a welcoming environment. After years of helping buyers find their perfect home here in Cibolo, I can tell you that Cibolo represents something special. For families with children, you're getting top-rated schools, generally safe neighborhoods, abundant recreational opportunities, and a community that still values things like making your childhood memorable. For young adults, the strategic location gives you access to major employment centers in both San Antonio and Austin areas, while allowing you to build equity in a growing community with reasonable costs. For investors, the combination of steady population growth, strategic economic development, major corporate investments like the ASIN facility, and Cibolo's position in the Texas Triangle creates compelling opportunities for property appreciation while offering current rental income potential. Now, for those that are planning retirement, Cibolo offers an excellent combination of affordability, safety, and access to healthcare and recreational opportunities. The community's respect for veterans and older adults creates an environment where experience is valued. So here's what I want you to understand about Cibolo. This community delivers on its promise of superior schools, genuine safety, and economic opportunities with a diverse housing opportunity and exceptional value, all while maintaining its authentic Texas character that makes this place feel like home. Now, the growth that's happening here, it's not the kind that destroys what makes a place special. It's the growth that enhances and improves while preserving the community's core values. The families moving here aren't just buying houses, they're choosing a lifestyle that prioritizes education, safety, opportunity, and genuine community. Now, there are some people that just hate growth, but overall, the community is very welcoming and fantastic for everybody coming in. So don't wait for everyone else to discover what residents here already know. Right now, you can still find excellent value in a market that favors buyers, and you can position yourself in one of Texas' most promising communities before the secret gets out. So if you're ready to start living in a place where you and your family can truly thrive, let's talk about making Cibolo your home. I'd love to show you firsthand why so many families are discovering that in Cibolo, you really can have the best of both worlds. Small town values and big city opportunities, all wrapped up in a package that makes financial sense. Now come see for yourself why Cibolo isn't just growing, it's growing right.